Greetings everyone, SoloFanDance98 back at it again with another reaction to Digimon Week. This one is the top 20 legendary Digivolution scenes, so it should be interesting. Suggestions, I don't recognize this one. Is this guy from Cross Wars, or am I missing that up? Well, let's get into it and see what these top 20 are like. Starting with the classics, I like it. Swear the voices
hey
back
guys,
then.
It's Ash here with Watch Mojo, and these are the top 20 iconic Digivolution scenes.
Oh boy, yep.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most legendary evolution sequences across every corner of the digital world. And I won't be doing it alone, as I'm joined once again by Khan EX.
Hello again, Watch Mojo viewers. Yes, it's me again, Khan EX, the Digimon and other stuff YouTuber.
And other stuff, jeez.
Number 20, Magna Angemon, Digimon Adventure.
That makes sense.
By the end of the first season, Patamon already had one jaw-dropping Digivolution under his wings. But when Angemon wasn't cutting it, he and TK decided to add a few more, just for good measure. With all those feathers, it shouldn't come as a surprise that the newly minted Magna Angemon practically soared to legendary status and beyond.
Especially with an 8-winged angel there.
After all, not just any Digimon could have taken out Piedmon,
True.
let alone do it with so much style. Magna Angemon may have taken his sweet time showing up, but that's also the whole point. There was truly no better way to bookend the original adventure than with a final, hopeful reminder of how far TK had come.
Gate of Destiny.
Number 19, Omnimon Merciful Mode.
Merciful mode,
Digimon
okay.
Adventure Tri
I thought it was
Future.
Sentinel mode or something like that. But I remember for Paladin mode, he needs for Paladin mode, he needed, well, not Omnimon Paladin mode, but, Omnimon becomes the blade that allows... Why am I blanking on the name of the mega form of Pyldramon? Well, maybe it'll be in the list. I just don't remember off the top of my head. I'm just like, why am I blanking now? It used to be my favorite Digimon form.
Nothing may ever truly top the legendary fusion of Matt and Ty's mega-level partners, but Adventure Tri offered up a worthy contender nonetheless. Instead of a measly combination of War Greymon and Metal Garurumon, Merciful Mode upped the ante with 6 other Mega Digimon too. As a
Katana
result,
mode.
it's not just a win for Matt and Ty, it's a worthwhile curtain call for the entire Adventure cast. Yes, it's definitely indebted to the decades of amazing Digivolutions that came before it, and yet that's precisely why it feels like a natural endpoint for Tri's story. Plus, it's just plain epic to see Omnimon be anything but merciful to the poor Ordinemon.
Dang, I forgot he cut her right in two.
Number 18, Godramon and Magnadramon, Digimon Adventure 2020. When fans clamoured for Gatomon and Patamon's mega levels, it's safe to say this isn't quite what they had in mind. But the digital world prayed for a miracle, and they got it in the form of something even better than a mega, at least as far as size is concerned. Then,
Jesus.
to really prove their worth, they treated Millenniummon to an insane no-holds-barred brawl, the likes of which Digimon has never seen before.
聖なるデジモンが
Clearly, Godramon and Magnadramon aren't just the hope of the digital world, they're the utter personification of everything the 2020 series does best. They're bigger, they're better, and they're just plain cool. Seraphimon, Ophanimon, we barely missed you.
Dang!
Number 17, Omni Shoutmon, Digimon Fusion.
Omni Shopmon?
We're a team! We all fight for each other!
At its core, this Digi franchise has always been about the bond between the tamers and the tamed. So it's only fitting that the best evolution of them all isn't just with Digimon. No, it's not a biomerge, but it's the next best thing, because it's not just another Digivolution for Shoutmon, it's ostensibly the next big step for Taiki.
Shoutmon! Digiball 2! Omni Shoutmon!
Essentially, it's a true Digivolution in every sense of the word, with all the heart and drama that comes with it. Though it doesn't hit that the newly gilded Omni Shoutmon proceeds to turn Tactimon into a scrambled Digi-Egg. It's no wonder this is the real gold standard of this series.
The courage and compassion that you and Jeremy showed, even while in danger's grip, fused together into added power from Mikey's fusion loader. It enabled Shoutmon to instantly digivolve into Omni Shoutmon.
I never knew we had that kind of ability.
Number 16, Mirage
To be fair, who would at first?
Gaugamon Burst Mode, Digimon Data Squad.
Got weird muscle twitch. I won't lie, the night look was pretty fitting.
Thomas has never been one to stay in Marcus's shadow for long, so his ascendance beyond Mega wasn't all that surprising. The real twist was that Marcus himself was nowhere to be found. Instead of focusing on their petty rivalry, the episode honed in on Thomas's true journey, forgiving his father.
Father, please take Relina.
Thomas?
Don't worry, I'm going to protect you.
It works as a satisfying final bow because it acknowledges him as more than just Marcus's well-kept teammate. Though, to be fair, Thomas was already one of this season's best characters even before he decided to burst through his limits. But there's no mirage here. Watching him royally flush the so-called Royal Knights easily earned him a spot as one of the all-time greatest Digi-Destined.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. After all, I am a Norstein, right?
Number 15, Emperor Greymon and Magna Garurumon, Digimon Frontier.
Yep.
If our
Feelings are one.
we can evolve.
That's it.
Last-minute Digivolutions are kind of Digimon's thing, but that's not to say they come out of nowhere. Especially in Frontier, each leap in evolution is a result of worthwhile character growth or meaningful plot progression, and these two ancient spirits are no different. The scene is a real and true unification of the show's disparate threads, one that just so happens to come in the form of two shiny new Digivolutions.
Oh, another beautiful evolution.
You guys rock!
But perhaps the most impressive part is that the clear references to Greymon and Garurumon don't overshadow what this moment means for the Frontier gang. Instead, this is a shining example of the franchise appreciating its past while forging its own Digivolution forward.
Agreed.
Number 14, Magnamon and Rapidmon.
Yeah, I was hoping they'd
Adventures
talk about
02,
this one.
Hurricane Touchdown.
奇跡のデジメンタル俺たちの僕たちの
Miracles and Destiny, I believe.
The sophomore Digi-Destined have their fair share of armor Digivolutions, but this one definitely takes the gold. And not just because of the new coat of paint.
俺さデジメンタルアップデジメントアップ
Sure, it's not a Digimon movie without an iconic new Digivolution. However, this two-parter's understated tone means this is anything but an average power-up. For one, the Digidestined don't want to fight Willis's Digimon at all. So, while the actual transformation is as cool as it comes, it doesn't escape the feeling that it's all just an unfortunate means to an end. There's precious few Digivolutions that actually try to stay bleak, but that's exactly why Magnamon and Rapidmon are downright unforgettable.
グミモンいいのか頼む V モン
Number 13, Agumon, Bond of Courage, and Gabumon, Bond of Friendship.
The Kizuna models.
Digimon Adventure Last Evolution Kizuna. This film's title kind of spoils the ending, huh? Not that it matters, since the destination doesn't matter as much as the journey. That philosophy has always been Digimon's greatest strength, which is why there's simply nothing that touches the emotional stakes of Agumon and Gabumon's goodbye. And what better way than to go out with one hell of a final victory lap? After all, these new forms are quite literally the full potential of everything Digimon is, has been, or will ever be. So after Agumon and Gabumon save the world one last time, it's practically impossible to keep a dry eye. This is the original Digimon's undeniable end, but it sure was one hell of an adventure.
ねえタイチ
ねえヤマト
明日は
どうするのそうだな
Number 12, Sequoiamon.
Yeah.
Digimon Saviors.
Gotta say, that was an awesome one.
For better and for worse, Rika's always valued strength above all else. It worked well enough Digivolving Renamon to Champion and Ultimate, but that wasn't going to cut it for a bio-merge. There, Rika couldn't just trust Renamon, she had to believe in their strength as partners. It took something of a literal leap of faith, but it paid off with an extraordinary end for Rika's character arc.
We can choose our own destiny, right?
Yes
And I choose to stay and fight with you.
On aesthetics alone, it's definitely one of the most visually arresting Digivolution sequences in the whole series, and there's been a lot of them. But beyond that, seeing the two literally become one feels like the worthwhile culmination of their storyline, which is just what a final form should be.
Sakuyamon. I feel her strength, her power, her thoughts. I am Sakuyamon, and she is me.
Number 11, Skull Greymon, Digimon Adventure.
But Tai, without a reaction from the crest, there's no way for him to digivolve.
I can make him do it watch
Apparently, no one told Tai that Digimon is short for Digital Monster. He had to learn that the hard way by forcing a Digivolution that's truly bad to the bone.
Yeah.
Skull Greymon's rampage hits all the harder because everyone, including Tai, knows it's his fault for pushing Agumon too far. He completely failed as a tamer, and yet that's the very reason it's one of Tai's most defining episodes ever.
Yeah, because he tried to be brave, but the problem is courage isn't ignoring fear. It's about doing the right thing and facing those fears, despite your fear. If that makes sense. Oops. I remember as a kid I was going, what?
Nothing as satisfying as watching a character lose, learn, and then grow into a better version of themselves. Metal Greymon and really every other Digivolution this season owes part of its impact to what Skull Greymon's terrifying debut accomplished.
I felt like because I had the crest, I had to be in charge and fight on my own without any help from the rest of you. I'm sorry, everybody. Please forgive me.
Just
Number 10, Imperial Dramon.
Imperial Dramon.
Digimon Adventure.
Why did I forget Imperial Digimon? He was one of my favorites growing up, besides Omnimon and the others.
Adventure 02, Revenge of Diaboromon.
Yep.
Let's go! Agumon Warp DNA Digivolve 2? Gabumon Warp DNA Digivolve 2?
I like how they used the evolution from Digimon Frontier for this one.
By 2001, we had plenty of Digimon fusions and a handful of movies. Heck, we'd even had fusions inside of Digimon movies. But even compared to all of that, this one deserves serious props for adding to the already incredible Imperialdramon.
Take the sword! It's got Omnimon strength! I feel the power of everyone!
Kenan Davis's Mega was already plenty iconic in his own series, but combining him with Omnimon and the results are legendary on principle alone. In action, the brand spanking new Paladin mode gets a slick new paint job, an actual sword, and the power to completely carve up Armageddon. After a showing like that, one thing is all too obvious. The only thing cooler than a DNA Digivolution is a fusion between fusions.
Sure, that's 4 Digimon involved now?
Number 9, Anjuwamon, Digimon Adventure.
All right, Gatomon?
You saved me. I'm sorry.
About what?
Sorry, I
Dang nabbit, not the Wizardmon death
For the
again.
most part, Digimon
I
serve as
actually teared up,
complements
because I actually liked him as a
to their
kid.
respective partners, all except for Gatomon, who clawed onto the scene with a genuine character arc all to herself. Her transition from Myotismon's mischievous henchman to Kairi's loving partner is one of the most gratifying parts of the original adventure, but it only works because the payoff is downright heavenly.
Gatomon is an angel?
While the leap from feline to angel is a bit of a reach, there's no denying that Anjuwamon was the perfect candidate to deal out some divine retribution on Myotismon. For both Gatomon's character and the rest of the series together, Anjuwamon's Celestial Arrow definitely hit the bullseye.
Ouch. I remember going, ooh, as a kid seeing that. He just went,
Number 8,
gone.
Shoutmon Cross 7F Superior Mode.
Do they have Apollomon and Minervamon among their men? And Greatmon? Okay, why not?
Digimon Fusion. Digimon Cross Wars.
That's a lot of legendary chips.
Even in a show with a dub named after Fusion, this one takes the idea to ludicrous heights. With his back to the wall, Shoutmon decided to try out a new recipe for a good old-fashioned Digi-miracle. It goes as follows: mix in a few returning favorites, a dash of Digicards, and a heaping dose of every single Digimon in the entire digital world, fuse it all together, heat for a few seconds, and the result is the de facto Digifuse of all time.
Jeezums.
There's simply no competing with a Digimon like that, both in raw power or cool factor. But that didn't stop Mega Darkness Bagramon from trying, not that it did him much good. To put it bluntly, Shoutmon proved he really was superior.
バグラモンまたお前が間違ったら止めてやるよいつかきっと俺の国で会おうな
Number 7, Susanomon,
Yeah.
Digimon Frontier.
Gonna say another Holy Royal Knight Digimon.
If one thing's for certain, it's that these Digi-Destined definitely have the spirits, and that's putting it lightly. So, with both the real and digital worlds on the line, they opted for an all-in-one special on ancient Digimon. Plus, it came with a serious whooping for Lusamon courtesy of a very shiny Celestial Blade.
Amazing! Wow! The ancient spirits answered our call!
at them. They're one Digimon.
He's beautiful.
The only thing better than Susannomon's sensational fight is the feeling that Frontier couldn't have ended any other way. He's the actual embodiment of the entire season, spirits, lore, character growth, and all. As the bow atop a great season, Susannomon feels as integral to the series as when Takuya and the others first picked up their detectors.
Your evil must be destroyed. Your spirit will be renewed and all your evilness will vanish. Now with this energy, you will be purified. Fractal code, digitize!
Number 6, Gallantmon, Digimon Tamers.
Just hang in there, you can do it! Hold on!
Wrong episode, but
A Digimon born of hate was never going to be Guilmon's mega form. But when Leomon's death enrages Takato, the resulting Megidramon comes out to play. It's more than a little frightening, but it's a necessary detour to reiterate why the two are fighting in the first place.
Right, that's enough.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, of course you are. We're together. We can do anything.
Only after overcoming their struggles can Guilmon and Takato join together in a full-on biomerge. Kinda adds a new meaning to the nickname Takatomon. Either way, the glorious outcome is a Digimon that's suave, effective, and of course, gallant. In fact, this might be one of the single greatest Digivolution episodes in the whole franchise. If only because Gallantmon isn't given, he's earned.
Oh, that's amazing. He must be Guilmon's true mega form.
I'll say. But where's Takato?
Number 5, War Greymon, Digimon Adventure.
見せてやろう。俺たちも俺たちに力を。
From the opening beats of the Digivolution song, there's simply no resisting the utter hype of this shiny mega. No, this isn't War Greymon's first appearance in Digimon, and it certainly wouldn't be the last. But when paired with slick animation
Dang, he got
and
huge.
fantastic voice acting, it's hard not to fall in love with Tai's true mega all over again.
dang, he didn't use that much of the Digimon Adventure original, so this is a nice little hint there. Dang.
It feels like every part of the production gave War Greymon the respect he deserved, and the result is a Terraforce that has never looked cooler. Case in point, he didn't just beat Crossmon, he completely incinerated it, along with any other enemies that happened to be in the way.
Dang.
Poor Vegemon never stood a chance.
No. Do you expect him to? He's a champion.
Number 3, Shine Greymon
Nice.
Burst Mode, Digimon
Burst
Data
mode.
Squad.
Charge! DNA! Burst mode!
Even if he is a little hot-headed, Marcus gets some serious
True.
credits for always taking things into his own hands. Or rather, his fists. That steadfast attitude is exactly what stoked Shine Greymon's Digivolution into something even greater than a mega. It's the perfect encapsulation of Marcus doing what he does best, trying again, and again, until he finds something that works. And suffice to say, he found his answer in Burst Mode.
This is what the true burst mode looks like.
Shine Greymon! Burst mode!
Although, the best part of this climactic duel is the realization that Marcus's partner took after him in more ways than one. Together, they delivered a sublime 1-2 punch that summarized the best parts of Data Squad in a single blazing right hook.
Number 2, War Greymon and Metal Garurumon, Digimon
Yep, the
Adventure.
original. It's hard to beat it. So wait, this is number 2. What would beat this? This is iconic. Like, this is the original War,
At a time when
Warp
Ultimate was
Digimon.
the highest form a Digimon could reach, Tai and Matt decided to put their crests where their mouths are. Then, with some help from a pair of angels, the two
Well,
unlocked
where
the
your hearts
allure
are, but
of
either
Mega
way.
level. And Digimon has never been the same since.
Mega level before Pokemon copied it. I'm calling them out.
The dual warp Digivolution to War Greymon and Metal Garurumon is every superlative in the Digivice. It's shocking, it's epic, it's gorgeous, and it feels like the grand finale to Digimon as we know it.
Yeah.
The rest of Adventure, and arguably the franchise as a whole, is indebted to this moment. After all, it's where Digimon proved to itself and its audience that it could still keep digivolving.
Yep. Peak.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings on Adventure.
And okay, that's fair.
What?
Their first main antagonist, Digimon.
After each of the other Digi-Destined earned their champion forms on File Island, Patamon was still, well, Patamon. But good things come to those who wait, and he just needed the right motivation to finally spread his wings.
Yeah, that makes sense. This was technically, I would say, about as iconic. In my personal list, I wouldn't put it first. I'd probably put it second. That's just my preference.
Rest assured, Angemon made up for that lost time by swooping in, one-shotting Devimon, and becoming one of the most legendary Digivolutions of all time, all in the span of a single episode too. The amount of restraint the show had with Angemon made his appearance feel truly special in a way no other Digivolution ever had, or ever would again. As a result, the immaculate build-up, the tearful goodbye, and everything in between is simply Digimon at its absolute best.
If you want to see more Digimon and other monstery content, make sure you go to my channel, KhanEX.
TK, I'll come back again, if you want me to.
Pretty sure he wants you to. But that's just my guess. Anyway, that was a fun one. Yeah, 20 Legendary Digivolutions. I've only seen about 3/4 of them, because I wasn't a big Cross fan, and I haven't seen Digimon 2020 yet, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. I do like the fact that not much of Tri, except for like Merciful Mode, was on here. Yeah, because all the Digivolutions were kind of one note, really. But yeah, it was pretty fun. I did enjoy it. Hope you guys did too, because we're going to continue Digimon Week with the next video. Look forward to seeing you guys there. You guys keep on Digivolve. I'll see you guys in the next video.